The United Nations Development Programme Assistant Administrator and Regional Director for Africa, Ms. Ahuna Azia Konwa, is currently in the Gambia on a 3-day visit. She officially assumed the role of the UNDP's Assistant Administrator and Regional Director for Africa on 15 August 2018. In this role, she leads UNDP's work supporting 46 countries in Africa to achieve Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals. During her engagement with Gambian youth on Wednesday, she highlights the importance of trusting the younger generation.
I think Bashir was talking about the need for the government to believe in the youth and to trust them. I think this is key, not just for governments, it's key for financial institutions, it's key for big corporates, enterprises, anyone involved in the business of life and living has to trust the younger generations, to believe in them, and has to invest in them. This is a no-brainer. And what I'm witnessing here today is further validation of this principle.
She also says from her observation, the Gambia and Gambians are ready with the youthful population the country has.
I think one is that Gambia is ready and Gambians are ready, and that this country could be unstoppable if you take out the shackles of bad governance, if you take out the shackles of low confidence, if you take out the shackles of exclusion, that a Gambia that understands the importance of bringing men and women together to have equal access to opportunity to transform the country, both in the economic, in the social, but also in the political realm. So a more inclusive culture in all those different sectors, a more confident Gambia that believes in its people and in its own ability to change the course of its destiny. And a Gambia that understands the value and worth of young people, because it's a very young country with more than 60% under the age of 30. I mean, that is a huge asset that this country could unleash and give it a competitive edge. Because young people understand technology, young people understand digital transformations, and that is the future of development.
The gathering was also attended by youth from various sectors who showcased their talents in front of the visitor.
Start Now is a center of technology that I founded as a result of my life experience. I was never born as a blind person, but when I lost my sight and had the opportunity to travel to India and the United States, I learned that to be visually impaired or to be blind is not a limitation once you are given the proper training and the services. So technology, I believe, really enhance inclusion, and that's what we really focus on.
Youth Connect focuses on partnership, harnessing programs, and policy harmonization. And in the Gambian context, we have our goals of creating 100,000 jobs by 2025. And many will be asked whether this is achievable. Yes, of course, because the Youth Connect, I keep saying, connect everything that is meaningful to your life. And to achieve this, it is everybody's responsibility. It's not only about the government aspect, it's not only about the private sector, but everyone's responsibility to achieve these goals.
I have a grandmother who was a pillar in my household. I come from a family of amazing women. Aja Fatin Menga was her name. She died at 56 years old from diabetes and hypertension. I moved back to Gambia for the first time in '92 when I was 7. She died a year and a half later, so I don't know who she is. Her story is a typical Gambian story where healthcare has robbed Africans of our humanity more than we ascribe value to. But on the backdrop of that, too many times the continent, we sit and wait for somebody to come and save us. But the news is nobody's coming to save us. We have to reset our relationship with healthcare because the typical African only has a relationship with healthcare in a time of crisis and emergency. So all our governments, all our efforts, we focus on how many hospitals we could build when Africa is the youngest continent on the world. Half of our population is under 25.
Ms. Ahona Ezeakonwa's role is to lead UNDP's work supporting 46 countries in Africa to achieve Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals. This is our first visit to the Gambia.
Africa, Africa, Mama Africa, Africa, yeah.
Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Buba Gajigo.